Hey everybody, Invisiblekatana here doing an unboxing for the August, I believe it's the Kingdom Loot Crate for this month. I'm not super excited to get into this month because I do know what franchises are going to be in here. And from what I remember, I don't believe I saw all of them, but the ones that I saw, I'm like, I'm not like a super huge fan of the particular franchises. So I'm very curious what we're going to get from this crate because I know for me it's not going to be like, a big deal sort of crate. And it's like that, every once in a while it's just like, cool. But I'd appreciate it way more if it was from a franchise, that I actually recognize. It's just like this t-shirt actually, which is Overwatch, but I don't play Overwatch, but I do like this shirt. I think it's a cool looking shirt, and it just feels good. It's just a nice shirt. So, get a cool shirt, that's really all I can ask for. So, we'll get right into this, take my glasses off, and we'll see what we get with the shirt right off the top here. And this I like. I actually love this. This is freaking great. This is one of the franchises I definitely didn't realize was going to be in this month's crate. But this is a super freaking sweet Legend of Zelda shirt. That's awesome. So it doesn't actually matter what else is in here. This is actually worth it. And of course, as you can clearly see, it shows Link as being built up as the environment from the original games. This has got to be one of the best shirts that they've had in here. And this shirt feels super thick too, which is weird. But that's awesome. That's actually super cool. So I love that. I am a Legend of Zelda fan. Haven't really played through any of the games. I'm one of those like really weird fans where it's like, I like it, but I own 2 of the games. Technically 3, I guess. I have like an emulated version of the second Zelda game, but I have the gold cartridge of the original, and I bought the HD version of Twilight Princess. I still haven't played through that, which I should definitely do that in my free time. Which is finally beat officially a Legend of Zelda game. I'm super weird. I was like, I don't want to beat any of the other ones until I start with the original, and that kind of faded away real fast because, like Nintendo, or am I going to play my PS3 games? Back at the time when I first got the gold cartridge, Legend of Zelda, from my uncle, and it was like, cool, I would love to do this, but PlayStation 3 is so much sweeter, so never ended up finishing the game. Let's see. We got 2 big items in here, or at least 2 box items, so I'll go with the smaller box. And this is Adventure Time. It is the Nice King and Gunter. So here you go, the image, if it'll actually do it. There it is. So you got the Nice King and Gunter. This does say adult collectible, not a toy. It actually even says 17 plus on here, which is odd, but I guess that's just more for the collectible aspect of it. I'm trying to see if I'm actually in focus. I hate using autofocus, but it's the only way to do these sorts of videos for myself. But I got a super old camera, so I feel like the autofocus doesn't really work perfectly well, especially in here. I don't know why. Like when I do other autofocus stuff, it works better. But whenever I do my Loot Crate stuff, because I'm always doing it here, I don't know if it's the lighting or what the deal is, but it just never seems to be that great. So this is, of course there's tape on the side here. My mortal enemy. Well, this is a nice figure. It's hollow on the bottom, so yeah, you can technically see right up his outfit. But this is cool. It's a plastic figure, but it's one of those like tough plastic figures, so it's got like great detail to it. Not the biggest Adventure Time fan or anything like that. I've definitely seen episodes. I do think it's a really funny show. It's just something that I never really got into. So, it's that sort of thing. Once again, kind of like the Legend of Zelda stuff. I might say I'm more into Legend of Zelda than just random episodes that I've seen of Adventure Time. But that's definitely a great figure. Like this, it's a really good figure. It's got great detail to it. Very simple. You can just sit it down anywhere because it is, them just kind of sitting on the ground. So I do love that idea where it's not like a super difficult figure or anything like that. And I love the design of it. It's very simple, but that's definitely a great figure. So I like that for sure. Even not as a fan, that's just a really good figure. We have our other boxed item, which is, oh, this should be pretty cool. It's a Lord of the Rings item, which is a Loot Crate exclusive, it says on here. Let's see, is this also, oh, this says Loot Crate original, actually, so that's pretty cool. Okay, so that's an original item from Loot Crate, and then this is an exclusive item. I would assume, eventually, the Adventure Time item will go on sale. They kind of did that before with, they had like a really special Q-Fig from Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, and it was like a super long Q-Fig that came in one of the DX crates a few months back, and it was like, I think it was like that. I don't think it was a Loot Crate original, but it was like, you couldn't buy the item yet, and it came out like I think it was like a month or 2 months early in that DX crate, so it's kind of like that. This Loot Crate exclusive item is a Lord of the Rings color changing glass, or more specifically, color change glass, which something about that just sounds really off. But it's a color changing glass. It does not exactly say what color it changes to and from. Well, I mean, it's from this. It's clearly it's brown. I would assume it lights up. It would get gold. Obviously, I would assume it's meant to be the ring, so I would assume it gets more golden. But I don't know. That's hard. It says to add cold liquid to it to make it do that. So I'm very curious exactly what this is going to end up looking like, because with the way it looks, it's like, okay, well, if it gets brighter, how's that going to look with glass? It's not like it's jet black and then it's going to turn yellow or anything like that. It's like it already has color to it, where it's got like that sort of brown. It looked like, honestly, what it looks like if I look at it like right on the bottom, it just constantly looks like there's a little bit of whiskey. That's what it looks like. Like there's just a little bit of whiskey just kind of rolling around at the bottom there. So I'm very curious exactly what's going to happen with that, because it doesn't say. I'm sure it'll be in the book, so we'll check it out there. And it might even have a picture of exactly what it'll look like. So we'll definitely check that out once we get down to it. Then we have the pin for this month, which seems to be a bunch of like random images on here. Oh, I believe this is supposed to be a reference to excuse me, I think I'm thinking Game of Thrones, I would imagine, but that's just a random guess, just because it's got different symbols on it. That's like the only thing that comes to mind, honestly. It's just like poof, especially with the one on the top left is actually, is that, I don't know, I thought it was a wolf at first, but now it looks like something totally different. But that was like the first thing I thought of was Game of Thrones. Honestly, it was like it's kingdoms, and then poof, you just have different symbols. Like instantly, I think Game of Thrones. So there's that. Let's see what else we got. Oh, okay. Let's see what. Get this out of here. We have a print, actually, a Lord of the Rings print. We haven't gotten one of these in a minute, so that's actually kind of weird to get a print. Never the biggest fan of prints, no matter what it is. It could be like. It could be well, I don't know, if it was a print from something like Resident Evil, one of the video games, obviously, that might be a little different, but for the most part, prints aren't that big of a deal. If this was like a comic or something like that, and this is just like a picture, like it even says on the bottom, it's like, New Line Productions, Middle Earth Entertainment, licensed to New Line. That's really it. So like you could probably get this anywhere. You could probably find this online, I would imagine. So that doesn't feel special like in any way, shape, or form, to me at least. Then we have the inside of the box here. Got a nice little shield. We have another shield, and this of course unfolds. It says, "Hey looter, the bottom of this box turns into a shield. Use it as is, or decorate it more to represent your kingdom. Share your shield and heroic poses with us using #CraftCrate or CrateCraft." Totally read that backwards. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that for this one because I don't really care to show off a random little shield. And what's actually weird is that this is the shield, but I feel like that should have been the shield, where it's more than just like a normal cross shield. Like that's meh to me. That's just like that's not as cool as this one up here. But either way, I probably wouldn't turn this one inside out like I do some other boxes. But we will go through our little booklet, wherever I end up dumping that thing at, right here, and we'll check it out. So we got Kingdom. It says, "This month's pin. A good ruler needs to have a strong banner to raise as they march through their kingdom. The thing is, banners are kind of big and cumbersome. So we got you the next best thing, a Loot Crate Kingdom coat of arms that you can pin to your jacket, backpack, or just add to your collection. Don't forget to head to lootcrate.com/pins and grab your bonus loot." Okay. And this pin was, of course, designed by Lootcrate. Also, I didn't know this was coming out, but there's going to be a Star Trek mission crate. So that should be interesting. Of course, they're always doing brand new, franchise crates. They got the Fallout one coming. I think that comes out. I think the first one comes out next month, I believe. I really want to get that. If I had the money, I'd probably get that because I really love Fallout. So, would like to get that, but I just don't have the money. So we go through trying to find what the cup is going to look like. I really do like this shirt. It's really great. Okay, here we are. So it does basically turn gold. So, yeah, so here's an image of what it looks like. So it basically goes from this to actually being full in color. So it does basically turn gold. So it's like, you know, a giant version of the actual ring. So that is cool. And the lettering actually turns red. I didn't realize that when I first looked at the picture. So the lettering turns red because here it is completely white. It'll do it, yeah. So that's cool. And then, boom, it'll turn red. And then the rest of the whole thing will actually light up in gold. So that's cool. I'm not the hugest Lord of the Ring fan. I know other people that would probably like this way more, but I do love like color changing glasses. And oddly enough, I don't think I've ever seen a color changing glass where it's for cold liquid instead of hot liquid. So in all honesty, that's perfect for me because I don't really drink hot drinks. Like I don't drink coffee. Sorry, I hit the camera. I don't drink coffee. I don't drink tea. If you do, typically you don't put them in this type of glass anyway. So that's why normally it's like, you know, it's a coffee changing mug and you put hot liquid because it's a mug, and that totally makes sense. But for me, I just drink like water, juice, and pop, or soda, depending on where you live. So for me, it's always, like typically speaking, it's cold drinks. Unless I go to get breakfast and I have like hot chocolate or like cappuccino or something, which once again would not go in here. It's a cold drink. So I'm glad that this is cold based, and that actually makes me like this item way more. But it is cool, especially with the way it changes, because, you know, it already has that color in it, and then it kind of fills itself in, and then the text even changes colors too. So I think that's pretty cool. It makes me like the item a lot more because I actually get to utilize it compared to other items where it's like, you know, just mugs. It's for hot stuff, and it's like I'm never gonna get to see it change colors because I don't drink hot stuff. Like my girlfriend could because she drinks coffee, but I don't. So it's like she could see it, you know, change colors, but I would just never. That would never happen for me. Oh, okay. So maybe I was super wrong about this print. Apparently I was. This says that it's exclusive. It's an exclusive Lord of the Rings art print. So that is actually very interesting. It says we worked with Bottleneck Gallery and artist Matt Ferguson to bring you this exclusive frame-friendly 8x10 print of hobbits Merry and Pippin riding atop Treebeard towards the Dark Tower of Isengard, because the scene perfectly captures the dangers and majesty that define J.R.R. Tolkien's fantasy masterpiece. So I was totally wrong. It's definitely exclusive. And it's a nice print. But it's still, like I said, it's just, whenever it's a print, it's just like never that big of a deal to me. But that is, you know, it is obviously a million times better with it actually being exclusive. We have Gigantic. There's like just an ad in here for a 5v5 game. And you can get battle alongside your team and Guardian with a variety of goodies in the fully charged pack, including a Lootcrate exclusive Mozu skin. Get yours at lootcrate.com/pins today. So I'm assuming that that is my special thing for the month. That pin will definitely be in the description because I do not play the game Gigantic. So there you go. That'll be in the description for you guys. Looters want free digital comics. Definitely do. Just log into your account. So this is a new thing that they're doing. Because I recently got an email about this. Every month for people that are subscribed now, we always get a free digital comic. So that's pretty cool. They don't have the name for this one actually. Although this also says this offer expires on August 31st. So I might have to utilize that soon. That may or may not be in there. When I first saw this, I was like, I'll put it in there. But now that I realize it's for everyone who has a Loot Crate, I know some people that might watch this probably don't have Loot Crates. You're just checking it out. So I don't know. I might put it out there. The first one that comes out is like a comic that's like a 1 of 4 type comic. So I'm like, I don't know. I might actually read the first one since there are only 4 comics. And if I like it, I'll only be buying like 3 comics. It's not like, oh, here's Spider-Man. And then it's like, no, I got to buy a million Spider-Man comics. So I might actually keep this first one for myself. I'm not 100% sure just yet. So definitely check the description for the Gigantic thing. Maybe the comic thing will be in there as well. I can't guarantee that just yet. I have to kind of make a decision on that for now. This says, coming soon to FYE, Loot Crate. So maybe you can start picking up Loot Crates at the store. That should be interesting. Get Loot Crates that of, you know, like how we kind of get them online now. Get them from the past. So that would actually be kind of cool. This is an awesome freaking picture. So they have, how they always have the pictures from, like, you know, people who got, like, past items and stuff. This is definitely the best one. Actually, I didn't even really look at it. Yeah, it's the 2 different types. So you have original Optimus and then movie Optimus, and they're sitting on the Transformers crate, and that's just super freaking sweet to me. I still have not actually transformed or folded that box. I still have that box. I still haven't turned it into Optimus Prime yet, but I made sure to keep that one. Alright, so they got random calendar stuff. Destiny 2 releases on September 6th, which is really crazy to me. Celebrate National Video Games Day, totally a real thing, on September 12th. Reconnect with Samus on 3DS with Metroid Samus Returns. That does look really good. I remember seeing some of that at E3. Comics meets video games, punching ensues. Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite comes out. Kingsman and the Golden Circle. I'm really looking forward to seeing that. I love that first movie. The Lego Ninjago movie comes out as well. Don't really care about that, but Kingsman, can't wait to see that movie. MCU expands with Marvel's Inhumans on ABC on September 29th. I have to look up when they do the that IMAX thing, because I forgot when that was happening, but I really would like to see those first 2 episodes in IMAX. Still curious how that's going to play out. I know a lot of people are like freaking out and worried about the looks and everything like that, but I'm just like, more stuff from comics is cool to me, so I'm obviously going to give it a shot, and we'll just see where it goes. The Mega Crate for this month, they actually have it in here. It's not just like a Mega Crate from a random time. But the Mega Crate for this month, of course, this would be amazing. They have the Nintendo Switch in here, and of course, Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild. I would love to win that because I really want to Switch. I swear, I want Splatoon 2 so freaking bad. My friend has a Switch, and he let me put my account on his thing, and I was playing it on there. I was just like, I need to get a Switch so bad. Like, that's all I've been waiting for was Splatoon 2, and it's been so fun. Like, the little bit that I got to play, I played like, I'm not even at like level 5 yet. I only got to play like a few times, but I love the first one, and the second one is super freaking good too. But you have the Nintendo Switch console plus Legend of Zelda. You have inside editions of Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit definitive movie poster books. Oh, okay, that's cool. You have the BenQ DOP HD 3D home theater projector. A lot of letters. I always wanted a really cool HD projector. I always thought that would be very, very sweet. Let's see what else we got. The Lord of the Rings The Motion Picture Trilogy and The Hobbit Trilogy Extended Edition Blu-ray, Inside Edition, Adventure Time Bundle. Then you have Boom Adventure Time. Whoa. Enchiridion Edition. I'm not entirely sure how to say that word. Enchiridion Edition Volume 1 through 8 set. So that is pretty cool. I would love to get the Mega Crate for this month because I would love a Nintendo Switch. I would love, love, love an HD projector. Play your games pretty much wherever you want to. Go in the basement. It's just like boom, HD. Those things cost a ton of money too. I've looked them up a few times. It's like, I would love that, but it's not really worth it to do that. It's not like I'm going outside and doing it. It's just like it would just be easy to kind of have a projector instead of needing a TV. Just poof, I got a projector, and then you can play your games. But yeah, cool Mega Crate from this month. They have here's something for you guys. I'm assuming this is a one-time use, but I'm not going to use it personally. So it says, thank you for being a looter. Our gift to you, 25% off all merch in the Loot Vault. Use promo code MAG25. It's MAG25. This expires December 31st of this year. So do it by the end of the year. Get some stuff from Loot Vault. Says check out their daily deals up to 70% off on selected products. A new deal every day. They do actually have some good stuff in there, and something that I wanted to mention because it didn't show up in this crate, and technically it didn't show up in the last crate too. In my last video I was like, man, I didn't get anything for the secret Order of the Keys thing, and I was like, oh, maybe I didn't do it last month. Turns out I did, but they did an online thing where it was like, you get like, I think it was like $10 off or something like that in their Loot Vault. Which I might actually end up using that actually to kind of combine some stuff together, but probably not. But they had some stuff in there where you got like, officially like $10 off, and I was going to get some cheap stuff. But yeah, they said that they're stopping the Secret Order of Keys for anyone who hasn't heard that yet. They said it's not going away permanently or forever or anything like that. That's the same thing, but they said it's not going away forever. They just kind of finished their testing period, and I guess they're going to come back to it when they feel comfortable doing it. And I'm curious what that means for the future of Lootcrate as far as them doing that, because really it wasn't much. To be totally honest, it was like, I actually have one of the things right here. You get like, you get like these little flags and stuff, and that meant nothing to me. If I'm being totally honest, I was like, I might as well not have done it if that's all I got. But the $10 off thing was really awesome, and then I think some of the other months they did exclusive comics. You would get like an extra free comic as well, and now I guess they switched that up and made that something like for everyone who has Loot Crate, whatever month you get it, you get a free, a free comic for that month, which is great. I think that's a really cool thing for them to do. It's like, hey, every month you're subscribed, you get a free comic. So every time you get a crate, if there happens to be a digital comic that comes along with it or whatever, you get an additional comic that goes along with it, just to go along with your subscription for that month. So that's a great thing to do. But I am curious what they're going to do when they bring back the order of pins and how it's going to be and stuff like that. But, just wanted to let you guys know, for anyone who may not have heard it yet, officially it is gone for now, but it will return in some form or fashion at some point in the future. So we'll see about that. But I hope you guys, enjoyed this crate. I certainly did, to be totally honest. Even though it's franchises that I'm not the biggest fan of, I actually like this crate. So, of course, I would love to know what you guys thought about it. We naturally have, I'm going to go through the items, of course, but we have our Lord of the Rings color-changing glass, which changes in cold water instead of warm water, which I appreciate. We have our Adventure Time Frost King, and I totally forgot, what was it? Frost King and who? Gunter. I'm like, it's definitely not Grundle. That's a totally different thing. We have our exclusive print for Lord of the Rings. And then we have my favorite item. I'm going to move this kunai before I stab myself in the foot. But my favorite item, without a doubt, the Legend of Zelda 8-bit t-shirt, map version of Link. That's just great. Like, that is definitely my favorite item in this whole thing. And I like these other items. Like I said, I actually, even though I'm not a big fan of Adventure Time, I love this. This is just a good figure. Is just a good figure. Like, you can tell a good figure no matter what. So I actually really do like that. Like I said, I like the mug, or I keep thinking mug because I think color changing. I instantly want to say mug because they're always mugs. But the color changing glass, I think, is great. It's a decent sized glass, so I'll definitely utilize it more than I use mugs. And plus, it changes with cold liquids instead of warm liquids. So it's just like, sometimes the practicality of stuff, like when they give us bowls, which is super random, but I'm just like, I'll use a bowl, just like on t-shirts, I will use a bowl every single day for cereal, or most days. I'll use stuff for cold drinks. A lot of people do, of course, use hot drinks and drink coffee all the time. I'm just one of the weird people that apparently just doesn't drink coffee or tea or anything hot, really, unless it's like the rare time I drink, like hot chocolate or whatever. But love this. I'll get some great use out of this, and it'll be sweet to see the text change to red and the whole thing lined up like the ring. So definitely enjoyed this crate. I'm surprised how much I actually liked it, considering the franchises were not things I was like super into, but I actually love the quality of the items. I certainly love the t-shirt being the like one franchise that I'm like actually into the most out of all of this stuff. That actually works perfectly. But I actually like this crate. I really enjoyed this. Of course, we'd love to know what you guys thought about it, so please put your comments down in the comment section below. Let me know your favorite items about this crate, your least favorite items about it. What franchises would you have put in here? Of course, I think Game of Thrones is a huge thing that people probably would have swapped in. But overall, I like this. Would love to know what you guys thought about it. So please comment below. Let me know. And of course, thanks for watching.